Have you been trying to find a way to shrink large pores but just keep finding a bunch of stupid ideas and crazy methods that don't really work? Well, I get this skincare question all the time, and I decided to take a fresh look at what will work and won't work, and I have answers for you and tips for you in this video. Well, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad that you're here, and again, today we're gonna tackle big pores, large pores. It doesn't really matter what you call them. They're a real pain for a lot of people, and you ladies know what I'm talking about that try to cover them up with makeup. It actually makes them look worse a lot of the time. And today I'm gonna give you some fresh tips and some fresh methods that are gonna really surprise you that will work. And you're also gonna make your makeup work better too for you ladies who have this problem. So this is a very common problem. Don't feel alone. It's one of those things that a lot of people would like to fix, but again, there's a lot of crazy stuff kind of out there on the internet on how to do it. And I want to give you something that will work today. So really, again, glad you're back. If you are ready for really great looking skin, just say, Chris, I'm ready in the comments below. That way I'll know you're here and that you're following along. And again, if you like the video, that's great, but I'd really like to hear from you. Okay, so even though I have my own methods that I'm gonna share with you, today I wanted to narrow all of this down to 4 really fast, great, easy tips that are gonna help you shrink your pores that will actually work. So the first thing I wanna share with you is tip number 1, and that is sunscreen. And I know this sounds kind of like, how does sunscreen have anything to do with shrinking pores? Well, it has a lot to do with it, because sun damage, starting when you're young, begins to affect how pores are able to constrict and shrink, and it actually over time leads to larger and larger pore size. So that's why, as those of you like me, in your 30s, 40s and onward, you go, my pores are getting larger. So sunscreen is really, really important as a first step thing you need to do every day. SPF 30, you guys that follow my channel know I talk about this. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. So that's the first big tip. Be sure you do that, okay? So it's gonna not only stop the progress of the skin aging from the sun, it's gonna help you with this particular problem. And May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month. So what a timely tip, right? So 2 in 1, 2 for 1 today. Skin cancer protection and keeping your pores from getting larger. So tip number 1. Okay, so tip number 2, super cheap, super easy, super works. That is either a clay mask or an egg white mask. And what I'm talking about is an astringent mask. You make these, and I will put links to recipes for these in the video description box. So when we're done with the video, you can check those out. But those 2 types of masks, which is egg whites, is pretty simple. It's just egg whites, but a clay mask as well. What it does is it helps draw out impurities, oil, and dirt, and it helps pull the pores tighter. It cleans them out and tightens the skin, so it's an astringent effect on the skin, and it's really super, super cheap. They're easy to make, and again, links to the recipes in the video description box, which leads me to tip number 3. And you guys who know me know this is my mantra for skincare. I don't care what kind of skin you've got. You get picture perfect skin, you need to be doing this, and that is exfoliation. And I have a ton of videos on the channel about exfoliation. They're easy to find. Be sure that you look for these, but basically anything that takes old skin off. So I have the saying, old skin off, show the new skin off. So what I mean by that is a facial scrub, a skin peel, something along those lines that's gonna remove that old dead layer of skin, is gonna help your pores look much, much smaller. And for you ladies with the makeup, making the pores look larger, that problem, same thing. Exfoliation is gonna make a huge difference in how your foundation is applied and sticks to your skin. And I'm gonna give you some tips in a little while on how to make the makeup work better. But exfoliation is a huge key thing that you can do to improve the way your skin looks overall, but especially for large pores. Which leads me to my next tip, which is my number 1 skincare hack, steaming technique. This is the coup de grace for large pores. Now, I don't know how many of you know about this or have seen this in the old movies, but there are movies, and there's still barbershops that do this actually, where the guys go in to get a really close shave. They put a hot compress or washcloth over the guy's face and beard area, and the reason they do that is it pulls the hairs forward. It constricts the pores and pushes the hairs out. So the steaming technique that I talk about in my skincare videos for acne-prone skin really applies for large pores too. It will work, I'm telling you. 15 to 20 minutes of this warm compress, or you can use the steaming machine with the towel over your head and the whole thing, that's fine. But 15 to 20 minutes of this a day will shrink your pore size. You're gonna be amazed at how easily that really does work. And then if you will follow it up with a cool splash of 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar mixed with 1/2 cup of water, you're gonna really shut down the pores, you're gonna close them, and they're gonna look really great. And for you ladies who are going out on the town, you want your makeup to last, this is the #1 tip. And this super fast tip will help your skin look fabulous. If you want step-by-step instructions, I have a couple of videos I'm gonna put right here for you to look at that will give you step-by-step instructions on how to do the steaming technique and how to cover those large pores with makeup and make it look flawless. Great videos right here. So hit the little notification bell and I will see you over on the next one.